Hi, Pisces. So I have a exciting announcement to make. I am now available to be doing personal readings for you guys. Down in the description box, it will have my set prices as well as my email, so you guys can email me for the personal read. So that's so excited to say that. So let's get into it here, Pisces. What's happening for my Pisces for Sun, Moon, and Rising? I'm also super excited because this is a brand new deck that I got today, like the Morgan Greer deck. So very exciting. A lot of exciting stuff happening lately for her. So let's see what is happening for my Pisces. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles. We have the World, the Seven of Pentacles, the Magician, the Hermit, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Then we have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So Pisces, I feel like something exciting has kind of happened in your guys' life as well. Because all of a sudden, I just got this surge of energy doing your guys' reading, right? Like, I got just done with Capricorns, and it was still a very great reading, but it still had its moments of tiredness and just wanting to give up and a little bit of a sadder energy. But for you guys, it does feel like there's still struggle in your life, or things do kind of come up, but there's still like, it's almost like you guys just have a little bit more energy than usual, or you guys just feel a little bit lighter, just a little bit more playful. It just feels a little lighter, right? Especially from just doing that reading to this reading, it almost feels definitely like the whole energy has shifted. I'm getting that a lot of you have been working with somebody. I'm also just kind of getting that you're getting along with somebody. I feel that for some of you guys, maybe you've had a little bit of conflict prior, and maybe you and somebody else, you guys just connect, and maybe you haven't really connected with somebody as much as you do with this individual. And so you enjoy their company, you enjoy their time, and that is for some of you guys. I'm also getting as well, when it comes to work, for some of my Pisces, you guys have felt kind of not really valued, not really seen for what you can do. But I do get that the money is good, or you're getting paid decent in some way, or you're saving up money. There's something definitely here with wanting to be able to change your circumstances. And I feel like some of you guys are getting extra positive energy so that you guys can go forward and create this, especially with that Magician. So when the Magician gets all the materials that they need, or that he needs to manifest something that he needs to create, right? He also takes into account that energy of how it feels to combine all of the elements together. He also puts in the feeling of this is going to work. It's like that faith. It's that inner knowing. It's the feeling that it's already to me, it already exists, and all it has to do is just come to me. And that's the energy that I'm feeling that some of you guys are actually entering into. Because I feel that for some of you guys, you have taken some time out to really think and really ponder about what it is that you kind of want, but also like the past disappointments that you guys have had. I feel that this has caused you guys to grow stronger and to get better with time. But I feel that some of you might have a hard time still speaking into existence what you want, or maybe even communicate fully. But I don't know why, but when I first laid this card down, and like I said, I just got it, so I never really realized this yet, but that's like a dead lotus, right? It's like the head of the lotus, it's dead. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's like you're going to learn to chop that part off because the other parts of you are really growing and expanding and you're changing. But it's like the reason you guys still have that emptiness or that hard time moving past something is because there's something in your life or some part of yourself that has died and you need to cut it so that the rest of your, because like what happens with plants, if you don't cut off the dead leaves or the dead stuff that grows on the plant, it still takes that energy from it, right? The fact that that thing is there, it still is a part of the plant, which it tries to give it part of it nutrients, but when it no longer can grow or be alive, it's wasting nutrients. It's wasting energy trying to maintain it. So it's like if you can cut it and let that part of it go, then will you start to feel more better, feel more energetic, and as well become more stable and actually get the stuff that you deserve. Because I feel like a lot of you guys are in this process of really creating something amazing for yourselves, but it's like this dead lotus needs to just be cut. This part of it needs to be done because you are evolving into something much greater and you really need that energy. It's like you can't have your energy scattered to too many leaves or to too many places. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's having to cut that, get that sword and cut it out. But it's going to require you to acknowledge what is it that's keeping you, especially because it's water. And the cups here, I feel like it's something emotional that you have to let go of. And it's some part of you that is, it's like an older version of you that is dead. And you guys are coming into that emperor energy. You're starting to stand up. For some of you guys, you've met your match. You have met your counterpart. You've met the emperor, the empress of your life. You guys are starting to grow and evolve. But there's some kind of thorn in your side, some kind of heartbreak from a prior connection or something that needs to be snipped and it needs to be cut. Because I feel like some of you guys, you're afraid of fully putting yourself into the relationship or fully putting yourself into a project because of past failures and past disappointments. And that is what's keeping you guys from truly blossoming and achieving something that you have with this individual. Because what you have with this person, I feel like is very special. But again, there's this part of you that's like, oh, well, if I give them my all like I did last time, what if they hurt me again? And then you feel like you're going to miss out on so much. You feel like there's a part of you that's afraid. So maybe you have like 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and it's having to get more sturdy and more grounded because I feel like you finally met somebody that would actually make you guys happy, or that you found a partner in a business deal or something that actually can match your energy. This person that you are encountering or that you're manifesting or that you've worked towards bringing in your life, Pisces, is your counterpart. It's somebody that is equal to you. And that is very exciting because when we're around and it's nerve-wracking too, because when you're around somebody that can match your energy or somebody that can do what you are asking of or that can give you this sense of satisfaction that nobody else has given you before, it terrifies, especially when we've been hurt before or when we've experienced similar energies with another person that has harmed us. It makes it very difficult to release that. And I feel like this person could be triggering in you something that happened in the past, and it's like having to let go of that so that you don't self-sabotage yourself. And I feel like that is something that is kind of coming in. It's like you need to let that part of you go because you've evolved from that, Pisces. You've learned from that. Stop beating yourself up over past mistakes. That is no longer who you once were. In a relationship that you maybe were not ready for prior, or that person wasn't ready. There's so many reasons why people break up. There's so many reasons why bad things happen in relationships. And sometimes it's because we're not meant to have that person forever. They're like there for a season. They're there for so many years. And sometimes it's best that, it didn't work out because they're needing to learn something that you can't provide, or vice versa. There's a lot of different factors that go into relationships. It's a very complicated thing. And I feel like a lot of you guys, you've had a lot of guilt and you've had some kind of shame over this past connection or over this past event because you put it as a very personal attack on yourself, and it wasn't. It was something going on with that person and their insecurities in their life. And I feel like for some of you guys, you could have had somebody project onto you a lot of the issues that they did. They said, oh, it's you. It's all about you. You're the reason this happened, Pisces. And that could have scarred you. So now coming into this relationship, you're afraid to put yourself truly out there. And it's like, I'm telling you that once you do that, you're going to start really noticing again that this person might not be anything like your ex. This person is actually somebody that might really love you and care for you compared to somebody else. Because you have to believe that you're always going to evolve. And so that also includes our relationships. Things cannot always stay the same. I mean, we can repeat cycles with people and different people and still repeat the same cycle, but I feel like a lot of you guys have learned from it, but it's time to let that energy go. It's time to move forward from that. So I'm pulling here the Wisdom of Oracle cards. Yeah, we have Yang. See, and I feel like it's in that revert, it's in the blocked, because some of you guys, you're afraid to truly take that action, or you're truly afraid to make a mistake. And so it's caused you guys to really slow down, and it's kind of made you kind of uncertain about certain things, but you do know what's right for you. And I feel like you guys just need to trust yourself more, especially when it comes to whatever that was in the past. We have here Thinker. Yeah, I feel like you guys are stuck in the past or stuck on something because you're afraid that if you move forward with this situation, that again, it might repeat itself, or that you're afraid you're going to hurt yourself all over again. But I just keep sensing that, again, you've evolved, you've changed, you've moved on. Things evolve with you, and that includes relationships. But if you see that this person, because I feel like, again, this person, they match your energy. But it's just that old heartbreak that you have to get over. And it's not an easy thing. It's not something that we can just get over instantly. But I feel like you need to be open, or at least, even if you don't feel comfortable telling them. And I feel like a lot of you guys are this Empress, because, again, with that Lotus, it's like you guys are changing and evolving, and you're just not the same person as you once were. You're not going to make the same mistakes that you did in the past. You're not going to, this person is a different person. So it's like you have to give this person a chance to prove themselves. And you can't do that when you have a heartache there. You can't do that when you can't be vulnerable or willing to see the other person for who they are. And I feel like that's something that maybe happened in the past. Maybe you got caught up in somebody's facade or something that they could have put out there, and maybe you felt really stupid. And that's something that maybe you're afraid to repeat that again. But I swear, I just keep sensing like you're not going to repeat that. And that's what I keep feeling. It's that never-ending story. Yeah, it's the stories that you're telling yourself. It's what you thought the past was. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, too, it maybe looked like something happened, right? Like, say your ex cheated on you, or they abandoned you in some way, and it's like you tell yourself this story of, oh my gosh, this person did this to me, and this is what happened, and oh my gosh, they really didn't love me, and then you start connecting things, and you start saying things, and you start believing things that might not even become true, that might not even be true. Maybe this other person, when they said, oh, it's me, it's not you, maybe you're like, oh my gosh, it really was me, everybody just says that, but maybe in actuality, that person was telling the truth. Maybe it really was about them and not you. And I just feel like you guys take things a little personal, and it really wasn't about you. This person had a lot, and I felt like stuff in your past, it's just the story that you tell yourself is not helping you now. And it's the stories that you tell yourself about your ex or about your past circumstances. And it's having to change that, because only you can change that. It can be the same story, but you can look at it in a more positive way, right? You don't have to change your entire belief. But I do think that a lot of you guys need to change the way that you view how this is going to happen, or how this relationship is going to go, because it's not the same person. It's a different person. They have a different belief systems, different views, a different way of growing up. So they're not going to just be like the next person, because they're just as unique as you are, right? So we have to come at things sometimes a little bit like that, even when it's hard, because we've been hurt. And that's the scary thing is being vulnerable, it can hurt, and it does happen. And sometimes we can't control other people, but we can definitely put ourselves out there every day. And even if it comes back in the way that we don't want, eventually somebody else is going to reciprocate that, right? So we have to stay open. We have to stay vulnerable in ourselves. We can't let the world taint us. We can't let other people destroy us. We have to shine so that other people are allowed to shine. So let's pull the Divine Abundance Oracle cards. What is abundance is happening here for my Pisces? We have inner child. Allow me to give compassion and love to the little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Exactly. There's some kind of needs that you definitely did not get fulfilled in a previous connection. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is something that you've been struggling with most of your life. And it's been really difficult and hard for you guys to get over that. But I feel like that is something that is helping you guys work through that. We also have individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this Earth school. Exactly. So you guys are learning that everybody has a different path. Everybody has different things to learn. And maybe in the past you taught this person a valuable lesson that they're going to use in the next relationship. And sometimes we don't want to hear that. Like, oh, they're going to do better. Sometimes people don't. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're just as much of a teacher to them as they were to you. And it's time to be able to let that go. Allow it to be what it is. We have your path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there is a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. Exactly. We also have here allowing. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment. So what's needed can come next. Yep. A lot of you guys, things are coming towards you. Allow them to be there. Accept everything for what it is and know that each person is different in their own right, and everybody deserves to have a chance. And if this person proves that they are not worthy of your love and your affection, then believe that, trust that, and move forward. But I am seeing that this person is a lot different than your ex and is a lot more kinder and more understanding. So I feel like a lot of you guys could use that in your life. So that's what I have for my Pisces. Thank you guys so much. Have a great and wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.